Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to our video. Today's video, we're here to start a brand new series. This one is called Jaadugar. I have no idea how you pronounce that word, but something like whatever. It's called that, a witch in Mongolia. Everybody has been praising the hell out of the show. It wasn't even on my radar when the season came around. I literally had never heard of this in my life. And then the episode aired on Saturday, I believe, and everyone and their mother was like, you gotta check this out. So I'm gonna give it a check out. They did a double episode premiere, so I'll be watching both of those in this video. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do yet, because I am late to the party on this. I might go ahead and get this posted with a triple episode reaction on Saturday when episode 3 airs, because I believe I'll probably end up bringing this to YouTube, but I gotta figure out how I want to do it. So if you're seeing this before Saturday, then episode 3 will be its own video, and if not, it's probably paired with episode 3 as well. But anyway, I don't know what the show's about at all. It just says a witch in Mongolia, so that's all I got for you. I literally don't know the first thing about this show, so let's hop in. Per usual, feel free to check the Patreon and Discord. Links are in the description below. As far as the Discord goes, talk about current anime, past anime, current manga, past manga, and have non-anime conversations as well. And as far as the Patreon goes, you get exclusives and uncuts to all my reactions, so feel free to check out either of those over your own will. Now, I've heard us up straight into the Jaadugar, a witch in Mongolia, episode 1. So there's Science Saru show as well, and I just watched Ghost in the Shell before this, and that's also Science Saru. I'll just use geometry to learn the size and scope of the Earth for the first time. Oh, damn, that is a bar. What the fuck? Whoa, that is a first line, hell of a first line to start your show with. God damn. There you go, scholars use geometry to learn the size and scope of the Earth for the first time. In which case, is it also possible to use geometry to determine the size and scope of the fate we hold in our hands? Damn! This is the story of a witch who made a vast continent her plaything. The art style is also extremely unique, unlike any show, any anime I think I've ever seen. So was the beginning of Flash Forward where she's like older? This reminds me of Ranking of Kings with how unique its art style is. Backgrounds, whoa, so interesting. The way it's all drawn and done. It's like not very detailed, but still looks good. It's honestly hard to describe. It's unique. I'll leave it at that. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep commenting on it a billion times. Is this taking place in like actual, like legitimate Earth Mongolia? Very interesting. To fly to my little bird. Is this her dad, maybe? 1213 AD, Tus Eastern Iran. Okay, so we are in the Middle East. Episode 1. All that is in the heavens and all that is in the earth. Very bustling market here. Who are these two? The morning period for the laymaster ends. Let's come shopping. I hope Allah will lead us to a fine slave. And so, I guess the blonde woman is a slave of hers then, by the line she just said there? Late husband, so her husband passed, so is she like the head of the house now? They're treating this like, it's slavery here, but they're all treating it like light and happy and everything. Like, it is interesting atmosphere for a slave auction. True gift for cleaning. 800 dirham. Okay. Oh, are they gonna take her as well? You could have her for half, but you have to take this girl as well. He was talking as if this is like his daughter or something. Okay, nope, she is also a slave as well. Satara. Early educated range should be a servant to someone of high standing. Young Mr. Muhammad's keen mind shines brightly even here into his... Okay, you get the other girl for half off if you take her with you. Okay, Nissan. I don't know what Ida means. In Islam, Ida is the mandatory waiting period a woman must observe after divorce or the death of her husband. During this time, she is forbidden to remarry. Its primary purpose is to ensure the paternity of a potential child and to allow time for possible reconciliation in the case of divorce. Interesting. She just keeps doing that smile over and over again. Recitation is the cornerstone of all learning. It's so funny that this, this story takes place in... We're in Iran right now, and they're talking about Islam stuff and things like that, but then it's just all in Japanese. It's a Japanese-made anime with Japanese voice acting that takes place in the Middle East in a country practicing Islam in a historical period about almost 1,000 years ago. It's about 800 years ago, but you know what I mean. Does she not know how to speak? She hasn't talked yet. She just keeps smiling. Shows no interest in learning. So are they gonna... So he's gonna pay the other half for the girl and they're gonna give her back? Oh, is she trying to escape now? Okay, she does know how to speak and everything. She was hoping this would occur, where they would leave her and then she could just run away. Okay, I got it. That's what she was doing earlier. She was like roaming around before she got caught by him. Who knows where I'm going home. Very fair. Very fair feeling to have. Very, very fair. Like I was saying earlier, it's a bit odd how lightly they were treating the slavery and such, but maybe slaves here are treated well or something. I don't know. Like, I understand slavery was normal back then, but the show was having all the girls be, super happy and stuff, but maybe the slave owner told them to be that way. We've seen... Then again, if he was a bad guy or something, or like a bad person to the girls, we saw the segment at the beginning where he caught her running away and he was very kind to her when he did, so I don't know. Whatever. Not a big deal, I guess. Dodging. I'm assuming they had made it this time. Whoa. Trying to crawl by. Oh, lost a bit of your clothing there. Ooh, I know what that is from a certain show about an orb. It's called an astrolabe, right? Astrolabe? Ah. Yeah. Damn, so yeah, she can speak just fine and everything. Uh-oh. Well, you're getting dragged right back. No, she wanted to get out entirely. My mother died and her master sold me out, so her mother was a slave as well. It only makes me more valuable.
ねえ君、したらと言ったっけ？そんな理由でうちへ学びに来ていたの。僕と君とじゃ状況も違うんだろうけど。ねえズムルド、台所から水桶を持ってきてくれるかい？大きいやつがいい。ちょっとおいで。
Mm-mm. Yeah, that was a bit more of her actual feelings, and I wonder if probably the other slaves feel similarly. They just don't speak out about it.
これでいかがでしょう？ありがとう。今からこれを庭に落とすね。
Oh my god! That was loud. Oh, and it made a dent in it. Those barbarous nomads.
みんな当てちゃって。いたずらが過ぎます。ところで君たちは
I mean, they saw you drop it.
つまり君たちは
You predicted a future in which there would be a loud noise. While the others, yeah, took precautions to maybe not like conscious precautions, but your brain was like, okay, that's going to happen. I'm ready for it. Yeah. That is what learning is all about. So her brain has not been able to take the precautions necessary to appropriately be ready for the situation, and so her brain is in a panic, much like everybody who is down there. That's a really good analogy. What the hell? Those down there are the exact same in this very moment here. You'll know the best course of action to take, whatever trouble you're in. Very, very interesting. That was such a good analogy. What the hell? It no longer sparks joy. This is the other girl that they bought this morning. And so she's actually studying and things like that. Now she's got new clothes on here and such, while studying hard. She doing up her hair, yeah. Oh, getting a little time skip here, it seems like. Really, it's such an interesting art style. If it wasn't for the Japanese voices, I wouldn't even feel like I'm watching an anime. Practicing the religion, gazing at the stars at night with Muhammad. And she's learning how to read here, it seems like. I see. Chat up a storm with the other wives. Okay. So she's past that intermediary period time. Oh, because he's not supposed to look or be in the presence while she's got her hair out. There's no room up there for anything. Yeah, is there no room up there for anything but your studies? Okay, so he's 12. Still can't go over setting foot in a woman's room. Oh, that's the response she was expecting? But he gave a serious answer. Or a serious response. Ustad Kamal al-Din. He does not even give clear answers to questions I put to him. Yeah, they just tell him he's too inexperienced to understand. That's a one-way track to having them just completely doubt you. And engage with wisdom from any and all sources, not just Islam, in search of truth. It's the way to do it. Don't be so caught in your own ways that you can't try and learn from others. That's what a true scholar is. They take from anyone and everyone of all different and varying beliefs. Only then can you say you are a scholar who has seen and knows everything and can come to their own conclusions about things and try and find the truth. This kid is extremely wise. Well, she's sad about the prospect that he might leave. No, I'll never match Master Muhammad. You don't know that. But then again, some people are just born extremely wise like he is. He clearly is, but he probably... I mean, it's clear he studies like hell as well, but also is just a very inquisitive person by nature. Is he setting off now? Oh, really? Going off at 12 to a bigger institute to learn. Kimi.
文字はまだ読めないんだっけ？じゃあ手紙を書く。僕が将来先生になった時、
It'll
君み
be
たいな
to convey lessons to young children like you, so him writing letters will be a way to get that started. I see.
だから
I mean, way of
勉強
practicing.
していいね、したら。これからも学ぶことをやめないでね。
かしこまりました。
じゃあ行ってきます。
高名な学者となるトゥースの
Who
少
would
年
go
に
on to become a scholar of some renown.
一人の奴隷の少女した
Shtada, a slave
二
girl.
人が顔を合わせたのは将来
What?
これが最後となる。
They would ever see each other face to face. Holy shit, 8-year time skip. They would ever? Really? Last time they would ever. And now she can read it perfectly well. Wonder how young she was then. Honestly, given the art style, she doesn't look that much older. She does not look 8 years older than she did. Two's militia.
町の外を武装した遊牧民が近くに現れたんですって。
Mm-hmm.
私の弟もいるのよ。もうずっと会っていないけど。
Your brother's a nomad? I see.
海の近くでね、綺麗な紫色に染まるんだ。
Very
貧
pretty.
しかったけど、海を見るのは好きだったな。
手紙を読んでもらえるかしら。
Is that a letter from Muhammad? So he's still alive now, but supposedly something's gotta happen to where they'll never see each other again. But I guess maybe he just goes out and never comes back, and it's not a thing of like one of them dies or something. If anybody was to die, it would have to be him. I don't think Satana here is gonna die. She's kind of the main character, clearly.
母上おじ上家を出てこの8年。
Philosophy, mathematics, medicine, and
ニ
astronomy.
ーシャプールはファドルッティン・ダマード先生からは、
Mhm.
イブン・スイーナーの築いた医学を
Simply parrot what you were taught.
科学は
So now he gets to actually go out and experience instead of just parroting what textbooks tell him or something. He gets to research himself.
の方が好ましく思いま
This
す。
manner of learning far more agreeable. It makes sense because he was saying he'd have questions about the law or something, and they would just be like, "You're too young, you can't get it," or whatever. So now he actually gets to have questions and research them on his own to find his answers, as opposed to just reading something out of a textbook.
あの小さな星シタラが耳を貸したらエウクレイデスやプトレマイ
Please tell her about Euclid and
そう教えてあげ
Ptolemy.
てくれ。ついていらっしゃい。
Whoa.
ありがとうございます。すべてのイスラム教徒は
So he's saying, what, is she old enough or smart enough now if she's kept up with her learning to see all this? And my late scholarly husband told me. So there's two specific books he wanted her to read.
点とは部分のないもの。
Point is that which has no part. A line is breathless length. The ends of a line are points.
前のことが大行に書かれていますが。
What makes obvious things obvious? Like, it might be innately obvious, but there is, you can give a bigger, broader explanation, or stronger, deeper explanation, I guess is what I mean. This is why I'm asking examples one by one that we prove universal experience.
難しい。この知識の使い道が全然わからなくて。もうちょっと面白い本を。
Oh, Beauty's Book of Instructions in the Elements of the Art of Astrology.
先生術ですか。実践的でしょ。
2,163 and 1/3 farsakh, and its circumference is 6,800 farsakh? Is that how she's saying it? Farsakh?
地球の端まで行ったのですか。まさか地平上のある地点と山頂と地球の中心で地球の半径
Also
が
will
分かれ
determine
て
the
いるわけ。
Earth's radius.
この頂上。
地球の円周を計算する方法も。
影から。
Universal knowledge found it. Yeah, because you need to know the basis for lines and angles and stuff like that.
面白いかしら。焦げてるよ。
Oh god, I was wondering what that was.
最近こんな失敗ばかりね。
She's been too focused on what she's
ごめん
learning.
なさい、アニーさん。あのね、シタラちゃん。それにもいろんな仕事があって。
An education in order to entertain their master.
場合によっては。
Mhm. Yeah, I feel like this household might be a nice one, but like this, I know I'm kind of maybe harping on it a little too much, but like it feels like we're making way too light of slaves here. But maybe it was a thing where they weren't treated that badly here. I don't know. I would have to assume other households don't treat them as well as this one does. This is a very scholarly, very nice household who clearly treats them well, but I can't imagine that the case everywhere. there.
自分じゃ何も決められないの。
We
私
don't
た
get
ち
to decide such things.
人じゃなくて所有物なのよ。
Jesus, it's like you're just saying this so bluntly and just accepting it.
君たちちょっと集まってくれ。
ズムルドも呼んでくれる？
どうしたんです？
我らがトゥース軍が遊牧民に敗れた。
Whoa, that is such a cool shot. Heaven did not answer our prayers with mercy, but with
雨の代
fire.
わりに沈黙。この炎の代わりにね。
Oh my god. Give me that word again. Instead of rain, fire embers fell across the land, followed by silence, which took the place of the flames. Not a good silence. Fools who take up arms against this. Uh-oh. Are there scholars and theorists? Okay, I'm looking for something he says. Is this the opening? This is Queen Bee! What the hell? Can never go wrong with some Queen Bee. I wonder what that painting fingers is. I'm not familiar enough with this culture to know exactly what that means. Maybe I'll look it up once we're done with the opening. Very unique OP style, just like this whole anime looks very unique. Whoa. That was fucking great. Okay, two things. Something tells me that the village is not gonna do well whenever the nomads raid it because they're in like tents out in the middle of nowhere, which something tells me bad things are going to occur to this village next episode. But also, let me look up what exactly is it. Just like a type of henna? Yeah, you red using henna. So yeah, it's a henna thing, and it's like it's a religious thing. Okay, it is an encouraged tradition. Beautify the nails and hands. It is encouraged in Islamic tradition. You can also use it as preparation for religious festivals and celebrations. Cultural symbolism. Okay, gotcha. Understood. Alright, next episode. Yep, we're picking up right here, and something tells me by the OP that things are not gonna go well, and our girl Satara might end up being a nomad herself. They're carrying the heads on. I didn't even realize that. They got the heads on a pike. Hiding them in the floor. How is she? Oh, wow, she got it all nice and tidy in there. You know, I feel like we're treating this very lightly for the fact that our place is about to be pillaged. Hide in the cellar. Okay, they're leaving Satara here with her, and these two are, I guess, going with them. You guys are... See you soon and everything? We fled our city countless times. I guess this is just normal to them. I mean, this line tells you it's just normal. It's just life. Yeah, for real. And now you two are down there for days. Oh, so is that 3 days? So it's been 3 days. Are they gonna come?
アニーさんたちのおかげで大事な本だって無事です。そうね。ありがとうしたら。私は何も。遊牧民がエウクレイデスなど読むのでしょうか。わからないわ。万に一つもなくせないの。
They were all her husbands. Yeah, so they're very important to her.
したら、ムハンマドのことが好き？
Yeah, asking her if she likes him. It's been 8 years since then, and also, sadly, no matter how wholesome the scene might end up being, the series itself said they would never see each other again. KB in his world is as intelligent as him. Resistance he will meet, I'm sure of it. She wants it to be her. As a human being. She imagining marriage here? He's probably changed a lot since then, but she is imagining, I'm assuming, like, marriage. You got Mama's approval. Like I said, no matter how wholesome that scene was, the show itself told us that shit's never happening. Uh-oh. Is this them? I worry it's not them. It's not gonna be them, is it? It ain't them, is it? Oh, shit. Yikes. Oh boy. Oh wait, this is the opening. What we saw before was the ED. Okay. Whoa, passing through hella seasons here. Oh god. She's about to go through some rough times, it seems. Oh, I love this song. Oh, is that her? Oh man, this OP slaps. That opening was fucking awesome. I want to watch it. I'm watching that shit again. That slapped. I thought the ED we got in the segment before, that was the opening, but no, this is the opening, and damn, this shit slaps. It looked like there was Satara staring at the mistress or the master there. I forgot her name. Kitama? Was it Kitama? I apologize, I forget, but it looked like she was staring at her in several parts of this. I really think they're about to be picked up because the guy from last episode said he wanted a scholar, and so I feel like Satara's about to be picked up. Her and the master are going to be picked up and brought along with the nomads. I mean, look, they're not in a city here. These are like nomad tents. Lots of time passing here, it seems. This has to be the master. The hair at the sides is literally her hair, Kitama's hair. I think that's her name. You know what? Let me check so I can stop butchering it. Fatima is her name. That hair looks really similar to Fatima, so maybe that's her. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find on this episode if that actually is her. That's the nomad leader there. The way this morphs into an eye looks so sick. I wonder if he's gonna see all the books they have down here and how they're very scholarly books and stuff, and that's what's gonna make the nomad leader want to take them. Not intimidating at all. The roses that bloom in Safar. Jesus! He's got like a black eye. Yeah, you're just eating the food. Is that all you wanted down there? Was the food? Oh. Oh, and one singular book. All he wanted was one singular book. Because there's a mountain of those down there, and they just took that one. Oh, and they wanted Euclid's Elements, huh? It's worth coming all this way. Do with them as you wish. Oh god, is he gonna trash him? That book was clearly extremely important to Muhammad and her late husband. Uh-oh. Shitara gonna go try and like get it back. Oh, so this kid can speak their language. Okay, that's why he's here, and he was able to pick out the book because he can read the language, which the nomad leader here cannot. You malign me as a thief. The throne touches the world, so everything on it belongs to my father, the great Genghis Khan. Wow, they literally just name-dropped Genghis Khan. Okay, so now we're throwing like genuine historical figures in here. I'm assuming maybe even our main cast is historical figures. I don't know how historically accurate this series is. I don't know enough about... but then again, it's like the whole... Yeah, Genghis Khan's whole thing was conquering... Was he the... I'm so sorry, my lack of history knowledge is about to come through, but was he the leader of Mongolia, or did he conquer and expand Mongolia? He conquered vast territories across Asia and Eastern Europe. Okay. Yeah, after uniting the Mongolian tribes... uniting the nomadic tribes of the Mongolian steppe in 1206, which is literally when this series takes place, he and his armies expanded the Mongol Empire. So yeah, it's basically just this is their conquest that Genghis Khan went on to expand Mongolia. And so they're not just nomads, this is after Genghis Khan has brought together the nomads and made them into one nation. Looks my master's father, the great Genghis Khan. Oh god. I think you should know but one thing. Oh! fuck? Wait, but is Kitama not in the OP? Is that a different character? She just got sliced. Well, this got so dark so quick. Whoa, the transition there to her eyes. Even the kid, I think he's probably a slave too. He's calling him master and everything. He honestly might have been part of their people. And then he was afterwards taken slave. When part of these nomadic tribes or Genghis Khan's military took over their city or something, he was maybe taken slave because he knew the language and could be a translator. And maybe the reason he's got like a black eyes because he was beat or something like that. Damn, but even he's shocked. Oh my god!
奥様、私の娘に
Oh.
触らないで。奥様、奥様、
Damn. Okay. Was not ready for that line. That was a fucking gut punch. Ow, my soul. That hurt. You bitch. Not her, the show. The show is a bitch for hurting my soul. Oh man, that almost got me going. That was very close. I was not expecting the don't. As soon as I heard Musume, I was like, oh no. Oh my god. Oh, that was brutal. Jesus. Has been with her so long, she just thinks of her as her own daughter. And I mean, she literally asked her to be there for her son, effectively asking her to marry him, because that's why she was asking if she liked him. Like, wow. Oh, man. That hurt. Jesus. So who was the woman in the OP then that looks like Kitama? Oh, and they just take off. They leave Satara alive. And now she's just living in the ruins with Kitama's body just there in front of her. Oh god. They took just everything from the house, yeah. I mean, it makes sense they took everything from above. That's what they said they were doing. That's why they put their important stuff down below in hopes they wouldn't find them. Oh my god. The slave boy came back for her. At least that's what I'm assuming he is. Or did he say get out? He either said get out or come with me. She's gonna see the city in just complete ruins. Yep. There was no surviving and coming back. They thought, I don't know what they thought keeping them underground, like they thought they would just pillage and be done, but I don't know if they were expecting this amount of destruction. I feel like if they knew this amount of destruction was going to befall this city, they would have taken them with them and not left them here. But presumably the reason they left them here was so that they couldn't take all those books, and Kitama wanted to keep them safe. I wonder if we're going to run into anybody else that survived. Or any of the other family, like the uncle or the other two slaves. God damn. I guess the guy kicked her out or something. So they're people who they didn't kill are now going with the soldiers. Oh, there they are. How do you tell him Kitama was killed? So they, even after they fled, they maybe tried to come back but weren't able to. Like they weren't able to come back because the forces were still there or they were fought off or something. Ah, so as they were fleeing, they were caught. Look at them, so happy and cheery. They never expected the worst. Oh god. We were divided into groups. Yeah, probably taken and killed if I had to guess. My god, this got so dark so fast. Oh, that was her son. Oh no. And they were killed by firing squads, so Jesus, man! My god! Oh, this got so dark.
Boss!
So yeah, this was significantly worse than they were imagining. You know, they were talking like, I've had to flee my home city a couple times. No, this is different than all those times, because this is the Genghis Khan conquest trip. Just one of the most iconic ever. I had to look up a few small details about it because my history knowledge is not the best. But I do know it was one of the biggest and largest conquests of all time. Or it is at the very least one of the most iconic. Damn, even though... Oh, man. So I guess she saw her son die and she was just hoping to God that Kitama at the very least was okay, and she's dead as well. The two people she probably cared for most in her life are now dead. I know that, man. And that's... Oh, wow, the one that Muhammad dented, he fixed. And he's here because he's a skilled craftsman. They're probably dead. Oh my god, yep, shot arrows into his chest. Oh my, this is, what the fuck? This got so dark so fast, dude. Oh my god. And like I said, I don't know how, since we are literally watching the Genghis Khan, conquest unfold, I'm not sure how accurate historical events are. Maybe it'll be a case of like Elusive Samurai or something, or other series similar where, it takes place within a historical event or time period occurring, but it fantasizes it for the story. And maybe some of the characters here aren't actually real. They're thrown into the story and they're going to make a story out of the historical event that occurred. Or if it's going to legitimately follow, it's a retelling of the historical events through some people that maybe actually existed. I'm not sure what kind of avenue this story takes. I mean, maybe it's better not to look it up, because if it is like history adjacent, it could be spoiling myself, because I actually don't know I don't know much about the Genghis Khan conquest and things and how that went down. And so and also this doesn't seem to be like it's going to focus much on that necessarily. It's more about some of the people that it affected. And so I don't know the direction this story is going to take, nor do I know how accurate it is to actual history or how involved with the actual history it is going to be. So I suppose that's something we'll find out as we go along. God, that's probably her husband there as well. Basically, if you try to go run to their bodies, we kill you. Into the wasteland. Oh my god. Just a few days ago, Liz, she's just thinking about it literally just like a few days ago. She was just peacefully scooping water and living happily. The month of Safar this year is still a little chilly. Wasn't Muhammad in the first episode picking like little flat petals off of like a rose bush or something as we do our chores? God, he was a teacher too. It's just like, oh man. Oh, how happy life was just recently.
いつでもお供しますわ。
次はしたらも連れて行きましょうね。ニーシャプールへ手紙を送ったわ。バラが咲く頃には
Oh, and that letter she's never gonna hear the reply to. Rabbi al-Awal. Fuck. They're just giving like gruel. Oh god, is she just in too much despair to eat? Anise is trying to just keep everybody afloat. Also means responsible for anything. Would more punishment befall the master? So she's trying to look at it from a plausible, beneficial standpoint. You mustn't decide for yourself whether you're responsible. I understand she's trying to comfort her, but like, I'm not quite sure Like, the whole idea of, like, I get she's trying to comfort her, and, like, it's not your fault what happened to Kitama. But it's also, like, she shouldn't just go through life deferring any responsibility because, oh, I'm just a slave. I can't be responsible for my actions. Like, I know for this situation, she's using this example to help her not feel responsible, but I don't know if I like that outlook. Like, if you want to use it to your advantage to be like, oh yeah, if I committed this crime, you know, the law won't punish me as hard, then maybe. Then you can look at it as advantageous in that way. But as a life outlook, I don't really like that. But of course, it is just being used for this one situation. I just don't like the line, you mustn't decide for yourself, I suppose. I'm just not a big fan of that. As opposed to just telling her, like, you know, it's not your fault, what happened to her. Who gets to decide it? Jesus. Ah, Muhammad. Is that going to be her goal to get to him? That's this show's evil. If that's her goal to get to him, and they dropped that line on us that in episode 1 that was the last time they'd ever see each other, that's evil. There you go. You still have one thing to believe in. Try to help spur her on. Help her not despair. Aww. Peace for day after day. From Tus to Talokan, see mountains crossed rivers. Just when the roses should have been blooming. Oh, they're making them all get out. So these are the tents we see in the ED. Is this where they're going to be living? It's like a military camp here. Ah, I'm assuming these are others of their people as well who have been captured and brought here, and so they'll be living here. So they're from another place that got hit. We were spared when we told them we were skilled craftsmen and we were brought here. Oh my god! The hope she literally just regained just got fucking shot. But maybe they've kept Muhammad alive because he's a scholar, but then also the show told us they were never gonna see each other again. Fuck it! This is absolutely ruthless. They were just defeated by the overwhelming numbers. Struck their commander true, and then that was it. Oh my god, dude, it just gets worse. The 1 ounce of hope that Chitara just found just got absolutely pulverized into the dirt. Unbelief, the bad town spilled the blood of my blood. Is that supposed to be Genghis Khan? Kill every living thing your eyes fall upon. Spare nothing, not a single dog or bird. All because the commander presumably was one of Genghis Khan's kin, I'm assuming, one of his children. And so he ordered it to be razed to the ground. Then again, he said spare nothing, not a single dog or bird, but these people were spared because they're skilled craftsmen. We craftsmen are the only survivors. Oh my god, man. And Nishapur was supposedly like their scholarly base, like their biggest scholarly city. Oh god. And she's not been eating? She's just like lost her mind. Yeah, she can't do anything but just think of her son. Oh, the setting sun that she saw with her son. Fuck this show! This is so awful and evil and brutal. Oh my god. Why did you guys ask me to watch this? I could have been happy today. I could have been happy, goddammit. Oh my god, this is brutal. Oh no, did she just die? Did she actually want to return to her? Probably. She probably wanted to go be with her son that whole time. But she just faithfully served Kitama. And the last time she saw her son was before he got shot and killed in front of her. Oh, little brother. Excuse me. I was saying son this whole time. Little brother. My bad. It's about the same difference. She probably cared for him so deeply either way. What I called him doesn't change anything. And indeed to him we shall return. As they just bury... At least you've got a niece. Let's hope to God something doesn't happen to her too, so you're left with absolutely nobody. Oh god, and that's what she said before when they were she was like, it no longer sparks joy, when she was talking about the pan, I believe. Oh no, is she just gonna go die? Oh no. Oh my god. Bro, stop! This has to stop. It's like everything that could feasibly be absolutely horrendously awful is horrendously absolutely awful. She decided it for herself. Oh god, is she about to thinking of doing the same thing? I mean, obviously it's not going to happen, she's the main character, but it's like, still wanted to die? That's a very interesting way to look at it. She decided it herself. Rather than becoming a slave to the nomads, she would rather die a slave to them, to her two's family. Okay, I don't know where she's going, but she's just aimlessly walking. Ah! Oh, this kid stopped her. Ah, God. Trying to give her something to latch on to. So now is the mission gonna be to get back that book? Dude, oh my god. Episode 1 was like so... What the fuck happened just now? I was like having a good time, like, you know, the message that Muhammad gave her about learning and everything, and how it would help her be, like, what do I even say? What the fuck just happened? Episode 1 was so happy, and it ended a little intensely, but the whole episode was very happy for the most part. And then episode 2, it was like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Yeah, man, I feel thoroughly fucked. Pause. That is not what I mean. That is not what I meant. In context of what I was saying, they've mentally fucked me up. There you go. That's not what I meant. Oh my god, dude. You evil people recommended this show to me. You evil, evil people. Like I said, this wasn't even on my radar when this anime season started, and everybody was like, yes, Bluest, you gotta watch A Witch in Mongolia. I still can't pronounce that word. And I was like, oh, okay. This could be an interesting show. You know, I don't know anything about it. It's got a very unique art style. Let's check it out. And you guys might as well have just stabbed me in the back. Thanks, everybody. Okay. So is the plot from here on out gonna be, I mean, in the very first episode, what she says is at the very, very beginning of episode 1. I'm assuming this is her grown up. This is the story of a witch who made a vast continent her plaything. I mean, this has to be her, and look, these are literally the tents. very interesting, man. Yeah, so we'll see where the story continues to go. For now, this boy is giving her something to latch on to life, because at this point everything has been gone, and she saw Anise take the choice that she wanted to before becoming a slave to these people, to these nomads who have continued conquering them. She chose to die as a slave to a family she loved. Satara was about to do the same thing, but thank God for this boy who just saved her life and is giving her something to latch on to, something to live for. So we'll see how this story progresses, man. What an unbelievably brutal episode. Once again, thank you guys for suggesting this to me, and I mean that in the most sarcastic way possible. Anyway, joking aside, this was an incredible beginning to the show, as despair-inducing as it is. Cannot wait to see where it's going to go from here. I love the art style. It's incredibly unique. The animation is fantastic, and I cannot wait to see what Satara's story is going to bring us from here on out. Like I said, I don't know how closely this is following history, but the Genghis Khan conquest is very much true, but I just don't know how much the characters of our story are actually part of history, or if it's going to be, you know, telling of a historic event, you know, with fiction elements tossed in through new fictional characters, because that's kind of what Orb on the Movements of the Earth was. It was a real time period and real things that did occur, but, you know, with fictional characters and fictional events throughout it that just took place during an actual historic time period. So I don't know which iteration or style of telling it's going to be, and you guys can tell me in the comments, but don't spoil, obviously. You can say, like, this is going to be true to history, or it's going to be more of a fictional retelling of a historical event, or things like that. You guys can tell me in the comments and clarify so I know, but obviously don't tell me what happens depending on which answer it is. So anyway, really good start to this series. Like I said, putting all sarcasm aside and jokes and stuff, this was an amazing start, and we will see where we go from here. But I think that is going to wrap it up for reaction to Jaadugar. I have no idea how to pronounce that word. You guys will probably clue me in on that as well. Witching Mongolia episodes 1 to 2. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to pair this with episode 3, so if I will, we're going to roll right into that right now. But if not, I think that is going to wrap it up. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.